Today we will watch one of the most legendary fights in all of boxing history. The Thrilla in Manila between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier on October 1st, 1975. The then president of the Philippines, Ferdinand Marcos, proposed the fight as a distraction from the country's political problems, securing huge financial support for the fight. Boxers had already met twice in 1971 and 1974, and each had one victory. This fight was supposed to put an end to their rivalry. Ali was the clear favorite after a fantastic victory over George Foreman. Moreover, Ali and his team believed that Frazier never recovered from his crushing defeat by Foreman. The greatest was absolutely sure that he would have to fight with a mentally depressed opponent. It was just before this fight that Ali unleashed a wave of trash talk on his opponent. In addition to numerous insults towards Frazier, one of the most famous episodes of this trilogy occurred. Ali came to the press conference with a small toy gorilla and beat it, saying that it was Frazier. This really angered Frazier. He was clearly not ready for such a hit from Ali. After that, Frazier believed that Ali had betrayed him, as in the late 60s when Ali was suspended from boxing, Frazier helped Ali restore his boxing license and also helped him financially. Both boxers received huge amounts of money for those times. Ali earned $9 million and Frazier $5 million. The fight started at 10:45 a.m. local time for the convenience of the huge audience of viewers in the United States. Temperature inside the ring was quite high, and the humid air made the situation even worse, making the fight even more difficult for both boxers. Frazier needed 2 to 3 rounds to get used to his opponent, and he usually didn't force things at the beginning of the fight. That's why Ali's plan was to attack Frazier's head from the first seconds and try to knock him out or destroy Frazier's game plan before he got into the rhythm. After the fight, one of Frazier's team members revealed his plan for the fight. It was mainly to focus on bodywork. In addition, Frazier was supposed to hit Ali's hips in an attempt to slow down his fast feet. Joe Frazier started the fight more actively than Ali expected, and despite several good attacks, Ali was unable to cause serious damage to his opponent. In the third round, Ali decided to change his strategy and switch to the rope and dope tactic that brought him success in the fight against Foreman. However, this tactic did not work against Frazier and could have resulted in serious trouble for Ali. Unlike Foreman, who attacked consistently and inaccurately while wasting a huge amount of energy, Frazier tried to choose the right moments to strike, which made his attacks against Ali more effective. Ali felt Frazier's punches and, realizing his mistake, tried not to use this tactic in the fight anymore. In the 4th, 5th, and 6th rounds, Frazier consistently pushed forward on Ali. And although Ali was clearly ahead in terms of the number of hits, Frazier's punches looked more powerful. It became obvious that the fight was not going the way Ali and his team expected, and in the 7th round, Ali said, "Joe, they told me you were finished as a fighter," to which Joe replied, "They lied to you." Frazier constantly pushed forward at a high pace in this fight, and the temperature inside the ring was unbearably hot. I'm sure that at that moment the ring was like a real-life hell, but despite this fact, the fight was very intense. Ali resisted the pressure with all his might, but sometimes he has no choice but to stop moving and just fight the opponent whose punches were stronger in the situation. In the 8th and ninth rounds, he seemed that Ali was starting to run out of gas. He became less active. Every great boxer has one more last great fight in reserve. And for Joe Frazier, this fight was exactly that. Despite some bad predictions, Joe boxed like in his best championship years. The constant pressing of his opponent, brutal left hooks, and powerful body shots made it clear to everyone that Joe had every chance of winning today. No doubt Joe Frazier was a great boxer, but on that day he faced the greatest. When it seemed that victory was rapidly slipping away from Ali, he gathered his strength and began to turn the tide of the fight. In the 10th round, Ali launched several hard attacks, but it was not enough to win. And in the 11th round, Ali's pace increased even more, even though Frazier continued to aggressively attack him. In the 12th round, Ali began with a multi-strike combination and continued to attack his opponent, and this time Frazier began to slow down. Ali was having tremendous difficulty, but he took control of the fight. In the 13th and 14th rounds, Ali's advantage became obvious, and he literally crushed Frazier. Practically all of Ali's punches hit their target while Joe rarely responded. Frazier showed signs of accumulated exhaustion, but that was not the only reason for his passivity. Frazier suffered an injury in 1965 that left him nearly blind in his left eye. Combined with numerous facial bruises and unbearable heat, by the end of the 14th round, he was nearly blind in both eyes, unable to see Ali's punches. During the break between the 14th and 15th rounds, Frazier's trainer, Eddie Futch, decided to stop the fight despite Joe's protests. At the same time, Ali, unaware that the fight was about to be stopped, asked his seconds to remove his gloves. However, this request was ignored by his team. As a result, Ali was declared the winner of this fight. Recalling these final seconds after the fight, Ali said that the fight was the closest thing to dying that he could imagine. After the fight, Muhammad Ali claimed that Joe Frazier was the greatest boxer right after him. The Ali-Frazier trilogy is the brightest part of world boxing heritage, and the Thrilla in Manila was the final chapter that went beyond the bounds of boxing, becoming one of the most memorable sports events. It's no surprise that it's the #1 ranked fight in the 100 greatest fights according to Ring magazine.